Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the College Football Show on the Sports Talkline Network, where we talk sport 24/7, 365. Guys, I come to you this week from the couch, as usual, and I do it with sadness and sorrow in my heart. My LSU Tigers lost. For the first time since the 24th of November 2018, my team has gone down. It's been a long run. I think they've won 19 games straight now, 20 I think if I'm counting the national championship. Yes, we are defending national champions. But look, we'll touch on that after. At the moment, guys, I want you all to hit that subscribe button, hit that like, comment, tell me I'm doing a good job or a terrible job. Just talk to me, tell me something. Find me on Twitter at SpinkyCFB for college football. Check it out, heaps of good content on there. Have a look what else is on YouTube. Sports Talkline, I've got heaps of good stuff on there, guys. Hop on, check it out. Obviously after this show. At the moment, stick with us. No guests this week, guys. I'm going solo, but there's a few things I want to talk about. So, first of all, news from around college football. Now, it looks like the Mountain West has decided they're going to come back. They're coming back on the 24th of October for an 8-game schedule. And more importantly, the Pac-12 is back. That means we finally get to see the debut of Aussie punter Jamison Sheehan for the California Golden Bears. So that's going to be fantastic. They're coming back almost 2 weeks after on the 6th of November. And they're going to try and play a 7-game schedule. That's going to be hard. 7 games in 7 weeks. There's a lot to sort of come into that. So we'll see what happens as we go forward with that. But hopefully they get the full 7 games in. Now, in other news, Purdue wide receiver Rondale Moore has decided he's going to opt back in this year after he decided he was going to opt out due to COVID-19. Now, Rondale, you were probably going to go second or third round anyway. So the fact that you're opting back in, mate, you need to have a bloody good year for you to end up going first round. Otherwise, you might as well have stayed on the sidelines. So let's see what happens with him going forward. Georgia, one of my favourites to win the SEC. We're a bit hard done by on the weekend. They had a win, but we'll sort of touch on that after. But it looks like transfer JT Daniels out of USC, it looks like he is back and ready to go. He's been medically okayed after having a knee injury all year. So he should be back and ready to go for Georgia's next game, possibly this weekend, but he might have to fight for his spot. So we'll see what happens with him. And in final news, Hall of Famer Deion Sanders has been named head coach of Jackson State. Now, I myself and many others had to look up where Jackson State actually was, but Deion Sanders will be there. Apparently the team around him, he's going to bring with him some stellar names on that list. So we look forward to what Deion can bring to Jackson State as he goes forward. Right, guys, that's it for news. Let's check out what happened in college football last weekend. I sit here with sadness in my heart when I say my LSU Tigers lost. We were outdone by Mississippi State and Mike Leach's air raid offense. They've got a young quarterback named KJ Costello, transfer out of Stanford. KJ, I did some draft cards on you for the NFL draft last year, and you decided to hang around and stay, and I pretty much badmouthed you. I thought you were a terrible quarterback. I'll be honest. I thought you had no hope at all. At Stanford, you wouldn't have gotten drafted had you as an undrafted free agent. And you've turned around this year in your first game with new coach Mike Leach. You've just turned around and destroyed LSU and my feelings in my heart. So thank you very much to you. He broke SEC records. I think he threw for over 600 yards. First quarterback to do that in the SEC for a very long time. KJ, mate, you're on fire. I've got nothing else to say. LSU looked bad in certain parts of the field. Defensively, they were horrible. They shouldn't have hired Dallas Cowboys coach there, so that was just a terrible idea. There's a lot going on, obviously, with LSU at the moment, trying to bounce back from after winning the national championship last year and losing their first match. So things will be interesting, I think. Miles Brennan, the quarterback, he looked nervous with the football in his hand. So I think going forward, he'll be stronger each week. They play Vanderbilt this weekend and should get the win there, which will sort of help to ease everyone as the season goes on. So be nice. Hopefully Philly WK. So a good win against Vanderbilt, and things will be looking up for LSU. And other news, Kansas State got the upset over Oklahoma. Now, this is the second time they've beaten Oklahoma in the last 2 years. Big win for them, 38-35. Oklahoma fans, don't stress. You got beaten by them last year. You still made the top 4. So I think it's just one of those things, early season nerves. Bit hard on the guys, but I think WK. Now, number 4, Georgia. Georgia got the win over Arkansas on the weekend, 37-10, but Georgia didn't look strong at all. Georgia had issues all over the park. They had a young quarterback in there. They obviously lost Jake Fromm last year. They had another guy opt out, and JT Daniels is injured. So Georgia got the win they needed. It wasn't nice, but things are looking up for Georgia. So Georgia will be okay, guys. WK. I still have them to win the SEC. In other news, Tennessee beat South Carolina. Now, I know most of these are SEC things because the SEC is back, and that's all I want to talk about. And this is my show, and that's what I want, right? Tennessee are back. Tennessee had a win over South Carolina. Tennessee are looking stronger. However, they probably should have lost this game. South Carolina were looking good. Tennessee come out. They got the win 31-27. But South Carolina were looking good. Things are looking on the up there. I wouldn't be surprised if they challenge a few more teams this year. Talking about terrible teams, number 10, Texas A&M are trash. You're trash. I don't care what you say, you're trash. Right? They had you ranked number 10, and you're lucky to beat Vandy over the weekend. I don't understand how you were lucky to beat Vandy, who probably shouldn't beat anyone ever again. Texas A&M, you need to go home, sort yourselves out, have a little nap, smack yourself in the face, whatever you got to do, but do not come out against Alabama this weekend and do the same thing. Otherwise, they'll put 100 on you. That's right, they'll put 100 on you. Sort yourselves out. One of the best rallies I've ever seen in my life. Texas were playing Texas Tech. Now, Texas Tech was in front. Texas Tech was in front 56-41 with 3 minutes left. Texas Tech's quarterback, Alan Bowman, decided he was going to do not the horns up, but the horns down. And you know what happens when they do horns down, folks? The Texas guys get very upset. And Texas rallied to score 2 touchdowns in the last 3 minutes and take the game to overtime and eventually win the game. Never write Texas off, guys. Never, ever write Texas off. One of the best games I saw this weekend was Miami and Florida State. Miami continues to roll on. There were some good games across the paddock. It's really nice to have the SEC back. It'd be really nice if LSU got the win this weekend to keep me happy and get me out of this form slump. Fun fact, last time LSU lost a game was the 7 overtime game to Texas A&M on the 24th of November 2018. So it's been almost 2 years since they lost the game. All right, folks, that's all we have time for this week. Don't forget to subscribe. Find me on Twitter. Hit the like button to subscribe. All that stuff. Sports Talk Line have just cracked over 120,000 followers on YouTube. It's going off out there. Hop on, have a look at the basketball highlights. There's some really good shows with Nate, good shows with Josh, fan shows, all right, too. Have a look at him, guys. Hop on in there. Thank you. Hooroo.